Let's get into our update today. Of course, all eyes are on this area. We've been watching for a few days now, some of the models being pretty aggressive on developing this and pulling it off there towards the Philippines as we go ahead through next week, especially by the 14th over towards the 15th. Meanwhile, we also have a front dipping down in from the north that's going to help trigger up these afternoon showers, bring some relief for portions of Luzon. But first, let's talk about a potential cyclone by the second week of May here. Of course, there is a moderate chance of development into a low pressure area. Now, LPA is much different from a typhoon, and that's the big thing with this area because we are, of course, continuing to watch it. But I think at the very least, we're going to get an LPA bringing rainfall across parts of Visayas down towards Mindanao as well. At the very most, we could have a tropical storm, maybe even a typhoon on our hands. Now, of course, we're always comparing different types of models. Here's the GFS next Wednesday, the 15th, friends, okay? The more aggressive of these models showing a pretty decent storm. And actually, this even pulls it north and runs along the east coast of the Philippines. The ECMWF, which generally is more accurate, kind of keeps this on the, weaker side and actually would bring much needed rainfall for parts of Mindanao. And you can see here in the extended guidance from the GFS, some of it actually pulls it off there towards the north, while few the ensembles pulls it over Mindanao. So there really is not a terrible consensus on the ECMWF or the GFS. Now, I can tell you, climatologically speaking, this time of year, storms that develop in this area don't typically run straight out to Mindanao. They instead kind of churn and scoot off towards the north here. And with that, you would see this more move in that GFS direction. The point is, this is still developing, it's still organizing. We don't have that low-level kind of tight circulation off of it just yet, so there is still some uncertainty. What I can say with some sort of confidence, though, is that what we're going to be seeing here over the course of the upcoming days is an increase in rainfall, at the very least, for parts of Mindanao and Visayas, which should help bring some relief for the heat there. And also, Yap and Palau definitely going to get on this as well. I mean, you can see our circulation rate in there. Now, I wouldn't even call it a circulation, but invest area right in here, trying to spin up, and that is Yap right here. So they're going to see those showers. Now, we look at the broader picture. We have our subtropical ridge. It's located in here, and that's the reason why we've been so hot across the Philippines. So let's loop this through, and basically, as we go ahead over the course of, the weekend, let's watch this Thursday, Friday, and the Saturday, this invest area should start to tighten up. And I think by Friday and the Saturday, we're going to have a good idea on where this could go because we get that low-level circulation. We're going to see how strong this subtropical ridge is off towards the north, because if this remains strong, our southerly track, if it breaks a little from a front passing towards the north, we'll get that northerly track out of this. And you can see the ECMWF Sunday over towards Monday showing that broad circulation really struggling to form up, and that would just bring rainfall across Mindanao. But if this trough, see this right here, this guy out of Japan, dips down strong enough, we could see that churn towards north where Climo kind of more dictates. So there's a variety here, guys. And I hate standing here being wishy-washy because I pride myself on confidence in forecasting. And I hate sitting here and being like, this is going to happen or this could happen. I would rather be like, your house at this time. Now, with that said, my confidence, I think this is going to be a weaker kind of tropical depression, maybe a tropical storm that's going to move across Yap, Palau, and eventually out here towards the southern half of the Philippines. I think that subtropical ridge is just going to be too strong, but boy, there's some questions to be had with this. Let's take a little bit of a closer look for our friends out here in the Philippines, though. And boy, that's jumping around. Basically, afternoon showers still, though, Thursday, Friday, thanks to that front dipping in from the north. So this is going to bring at least some relief for the heat out here. It's just some instability. You're definitely going to be looking at that chance of some scattered showers. We switch our attention further down towards the south, though. This is across Mindanao. Watch this. Over the weekend, easterly still dominating. But here comes our area by Sunday and the Monday. Big old increase in convection just kind of pushing its way in right there. And that would definitely bring widespread scattered showers by the early part of next week. So kind of a different types of impacts here. So here's that flow, that front towards the north. And then here is, according to the ECMWF, our storm system coming in from the south. So, I mean, at the very least, even if we don't get a storm here, there's relief between the LPA and the front towards the north with some rainfall in the forecast. Now, that's on the low end of scale. Like I said, one more time, there is that potential this turns towards the north. And then we see a much, much stronger storm system, and our relief kind of comes at a price. So something we really want to watch out for over the upcoming days. At least here on Friday, plenty of showers back towards Luzon just because of that front dipping in. But the key thing, it is still hot, friends. Oof. I mean, we continue to get almost those record-breaking temperatures out here. The heat is going to continue at least until this relief finally settles in. All right, let's take a look across the country in a few locations. You're not going to add. I promised in one of my last videos in the comment section to give you guys. I know Naha and Patsig, I believe. There's a couple other towns that some of you have asked for. Angeles as well. I want to make sure I add to the 5-day forecast for you guys. Char Valley still got that easterly flow. Yeah, definitely rain for you guys in the early part of next week because of that, at the very least, LPA kind of kicking out across your area. And that could bring some showers by the early part of next week for Cebu if it does stay on that westerly track. If it turns towards the north, you may not get it on Sunday or Monday, but you'll get flow on the back side of it that could help influence our area with plenty of rainfall. Baguio into the mountains there, yeah. Cooler, look at this high, it's only into the mid-20s. That's the place to go to cool off, but you do have all that rain in the forecast on top of all of that. Big thanks for everybody on Patreon. If you notice, the screen looks better. It's because I painted the wall, and I've actually built a wall here. It looks good. I'm impressed by this right now. The lighting's just set up and everything. I'm actually pretty impressed by this. So I'm happy how this turned out, and it's only made possible by our friends on Patreon. So huge thanks for everybody who continues to support this channel. I can't say it enough. I can't stress it enough. You guys really help make this possible. So as always, thanks for watching. Of course, if you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. I'm going to leave you with this. I had it up there for a second. These are some videos. This is actually a video from Zhang. Nice little thunderstorm out there. I love it. Nice overshooting tops. Great shot there. And also Ricky in Hong Kong shared just spectacular lightning show out there the other night. If you guys have any photos you want to share with me, you can post them on my Facebook page, Robert Speta Weather, or you can send them to me directly. Especially a video, it's better to just message me, and I can try to get them in the show here. That's all for today. If you have any questions, though, let me know. Number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there. I'll keep you guys posted on this developing storm system.